welcome to the Inside the Wave podcast with your host, Perry Worth, sponsored by Utopia Martial Arts. And you guys have some beautiful Utopia Martial Arts Jiu-Jitsu shirts on today. Maroon's a great color on the Hanson family. I'm joined with Steve and Audrey, both longtime community members with us at Utopia. Welcome, guys, girls, ladies.
Happy to be here, man.
Awesome. So I've known you both. I don't even know how long. How long have I known you for?
Man.
Well, I started when I was 7, so.
And how old are you now?
16.
16?
Yeah, so a little
And,
before
and
that.
Steve, you're 35?
I wish.
When you started?
I started at 35.
Okay.
Yeah.
So who started? I was preparing for this podcast. I was like, I don't even know how we got started and who started first. Who started first?
I did.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what was that getting started like? So you started, and then when did Audrey start?
Not long after me. Like just a few years, I think, because she joined the kids program that Paul and I started or coached way back when.
Yeah.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so you started when you were 7. You started when you're like 35. You've been doing it for 10 years now?
No, 13. I'm 48.
13, 48. You don't look a day older than me.
50.
Why isn't my hair doing what your hair does? That's not fair. Very cool. So what made you want to get started in jiu-jitsu?
It's kind of the classic story, right? Like I was out of shape. So I was 35, out of shape. We had just moved back.
And now you're built like a brick shit house.
Definitely not.
Look, it's crumbling in some areas.
It's totally crumbling. It's duct tape and glue, and then
and a lot of ibuprofen.
Falls apart at home. No, I was a lot heavier, out of shape at 35. We had just moved back to Milwaukee, and I was looking to get in shape, but didn't like running. I was never a gym dude. And literally went downtown Grafton, saw the sign Neutral Ground.
Sweet.
I was like, oh, I got to check that out. And I'll never forget because I walked in that first day and I really thought there was going to be like, the UFC MMA dudes are going to be like,
And then you saw people like me.
No, Luke was the first guy who I met.
Yeah.
And he had this big smile on his face. He's like, come on in, man. And never looked back.
Very cool. But you wrestled before. You have
I did, yeah.
some grappling experience.
Yeah, and that's kind of why I liked, or it made sense to get into jiu-jitsu because I love wrestling's always been my first love. Made sense to me, and so I didn't want.
I won't tell your wife that wrestling was your true first love.
Well, I wrestled before I met her, so
okay, fair enough.
But like jiu-jitsu, or grappling, just.
Did you know what jiu-jitsu was when you walked in?
Yeah, kind of.
How did you know what you're getting yourself into? You just really didn't. You're like, oh, martial arts. And maybe these dudes are breaking boards. Maybe they're pajama wrestling.
No, because of the early days of the UFC, I had a basic understanding, like submission grappling, but I really didn't know. I just knew wrestling.
Okay. Cool. And when Audrey got started, how did she get involved? Was it your idea? Was it your dad's idea? Did he make you do it?
You're going to grapple.
He didn't make you do it?
No. I don't remember.
Did you just want to do it?
I remember being interested in it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Were you hanging out watching classes before?
No. The first time I went in the building was my first class.
Okay. Interesting.
Yeah.
And it was you just want to be like, Dad, what are you doing? And you want to do it too?
I think so, right? I don't really remember. I was 7, so I just
you kind of came along with Dad, and
yeah.
What did you like about it when you were 7? Like, look back then. Why did you end up enjoying it? Is because your dad was the coach?
That was definitely part of it.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. I mean, I was a really shy kid, so it was nice having someone that I knew. And I also didn't like my other sports. I did gymnastics and ballet when I was younger.
Okay.
I just didn't like them, and so I guess. I mean, I don't really remember much.
What
but
didn't you like about them? Was it because they were just too serious, not fun? Were they just not up your alley, not challenging you enough?
I mean, I couldn't submit anyone, so.
There's no arm bars in ballet.
Yeah. And as much as I tried.
There's potentially throwing people, though.
Yeah, I guess.
You had success early, too. You had double gold your first tournament. That helps.
In jiu-jitsu?
Yeah,
for sure. How long did it take her to compete?
Not long.
No?
It was within the first year, right?
Started
Oh,
competing
for
right
sure,
away?
Yeah.
Nice.
Mm.
Cool. Looking back at it, Steve, what's your proudest moment in martial arts been?
Oh man, it's just been watching her develop. Like honestly, just see her like blossom and get those techniques, and she's so smooth and like she's everything I'm not, which I kind of love. Like she's got technique, like and
Flow.
she flows.
Yeah.
Thanks.
And just to see her as she goes from submission grappling to wrestling, that's been my proudest. Like to see her just kick ass at wrestling
And-
in 1 year. Like she never did folk style,
Yeah.
and then she goes to state in folk style. Like, oh my god, that's probably my proudest moment.
Cool. What's your proudest moment?
Just in grappling?
Yeah. Of yourself. We'll go of yourself.
Oh, well, it was, it was probably that sectional tournament when I made it to state. Because I
Nice.
got to be with my friend Ellie, who
Yeah.
you obviously know. And it was just really cool to have like all the team around us and get to go to a tournament I'd never been with my friend, and have my dad there too. It was pretty fun.
Very cool. So let's talk a little bit more about your journey, because it's not super, well, either of you is not super straightforward, right?
Mm-mm.
You have a lot of different grappling experiences, not just jiu-jitsu that you've been doing for 10 years and for 13 years, but you both have been dedicated to judo.
Mhm.
You both have wrestling experience. Talk more a little bit about your path.
Oh, sure. Well, I started in jiu-jitsu, and then a year later, I remember I was at a tournament, and
A jiu-jitsu tournament.
yeah, a jiu-jitsu tournament, and my dad told me that, I think it was Coach Greg, who is the judo coach,
Yeah.
said that I would be better if I learned more, like, I guess judo technique.
Yeah.
And so then I joined my first judo class, loved it, and then I kept going. I remember I took a break for a while, like, I don't know, a month or two maybe, but then
Of all grappling?
no, just of judo.
Okay.
I think I was younger, so I think it was like a lot at once.
Yeah.
For me, but then I got back in, and then I've been doing it,
Just never stopped.
yeah, for a while.
When are you going to be done?
I don't know.
Never? Maybe?
Yeah, I feel like you can do judo until you're
It's the dream.
older, so.
And
yeah.
you took judo she competed at a national level in judo, and then you've taken judo and applied it to wrestling. Like one of her go-tos is an arm throw and
Yeah.
ogoshi.
So you started wrestling you did jiu-jitsu since you were 7. You did judo since you were essentially 8.
Mm-hmm.
And then going into high school, you're like, it's not enough grappling. I want to wrestle too.
Yeah.
Right. Did you find yourself with all the other martial arts grappling experience that you had, do you think you came in with like a different perspective and advantage compared to most people?
Yeah, definitely. Well, when I started wrestling, I had grappling experience, which was very helpful. But also, like, I remember I would be trying to do a judo technique to get a takedown. My coach would at first he would get mad. He'd be like, "What are you doing?" Like,
Yeah.
But eventually, I started getting success with my judo and my jiu-jitsu techniques. And so I guess, well, that kind of changed my coach's mind too, like from a traditional wrestling perspective to like now including judo and jiu-jitsu and wrestling. I feel like that made me a much better wrestler.
Yeah. What do you think is the biggest difference between jiu-jitsu, gi and no-gi, judo, and wrestling? Because they're like, I've done all of them myself. And to me, they're kind of just like, they're all the same but different.
Yeah.
Right? What do you see as like the major difference?
Wow. Well,
Is there like obviously there's a rule difference and a
Right.
outcome difference, but is there like a mindset difference, intensity difference, a overall outlook on things difference between these different grappling sports?
from my experience, yeah, I feel like for me, jiu-jitsu has always been, I don't think calmer is the right word, but more like, flowing from one position to the next. One position isn't
Unless you're
necessarily
rolling
bad.
with your dad.
Well, yeah, then, then we're basically wrestling there. But
That's fair.
Then it's just me trying to pass Steve's half guard for 5 minutes straight.
Yeah. And then I feel like judo is a bit more strength, a bit more aggressiveness, at least for me.
Mhm.
I don't know about other people, but I feel like it's different because you're standing, you kind of have, you can't use the legs, so it's limited, like, places that you can attack.
Yeah.
So I feel like it's centered at one place. And
Oh.
it's a little more aggressive for me. But
Cool. And then wrestling? Is it like in the middle from an aggression standpoint? Is it?
I think I'm still figuring that out, actually, because I feel like I'm still working on my aggression in wrestling.
Okay.
I think right now I use a lot of technique and I need to use more aggression. So I can get back to you on that. But I don't really know.
I mean, you've always been a very technical grappler. I mean, you're wildly intelligent.
Thank you.
You're very smart, at least from what I know. You could just be fooling me. But
I
like,
am.
I just remember one day, like it was a Friday night, and I was like, I'm going to see if Audrey could learn reverse De La Hiva to Kiss the Dragon to a back take. And I was like, I'm going to see if her and Ellie can learn it. And like, the adults couldn't learn it, sure shit, in like 10 minutes.
I still don't know.
They're just acing it. You probably don't even remember like what to do, but I'm sure if I showed you, you'd be able to pick it up right away. Right. And I think one thing you've taken away from all of your years is the meta learning. Like, you've learned how to learn grappling. That if some new like sport emerges, you could just like pick it up right away.
That's a really good point. Yes.
And it probably started with dance and gymnastics. You just didn't realize it. Right? Because dance and gymnastics is like
Body control.
Yeah, but it's not even just, it's body control in like a very interesting space where growing up playing other sports, everything else is like, most other things are linear. It's run forward, run backwards, run left, run left, turn, jump, down.
Yeah.
Where like dance, like everything's independently moving. In gymnastics, you're spinning around, somersaults, cartwheels.
Well, I wasn't.
Yeah, I would say maybe not doing like flips or bars yet, but like,
that's really interesting.
we have some students at the gym, like Dominic, right? One of our students, gymnast, picked it up super fast because he knows how his body moves in space.
Oh. Yeah.
But he just doesn't know how it moves going against another person quite yet. Interesting.
But he'll get there.
For sure.
Yeah.
So now your main focus, because you're in high school, is wrestling.
Yeah.
Right? Was it challenging to be like, hey, I want to put jiu-jitsu and judo on the back seat and I want to wrestle instead?
Yeah, it was challenging, but less so than I thought. Just because I kind of had that break from the wrestling season. I didn't, like, that was all I did this year, was because last year I did
everything.
All three. Yeah.
All the time.
Yeah. Well,
like wrestling practice, then come to jiu-jitsu practice, then stick for judo practice.
Yeah. But yeah, that this year I just focused on wrestling. And so I think that kind of helped me take the break that I was planning on, because I feel like since there's only 4 years of high school wrestling, like I'm just going to take advantage of it.
I tell people all the time, as long as you're willing to come back, jiu-jitsu is always there for you.
Mm-hmm.
Wrestling, it doesn't have a lifespan, but it does have a lifespan.
Yeah.
Like same with judo. Like judo can take a toll on your body, and at some point in time, you might be young and you might not be able to do it anymore because it might have just taken they're hard sports.
Mm-hmm.
It's different on your body. I'm sure. How much has your wrestling changed from being young to being older?
Huge, yeah.
Like you can't even approach it the same way.
Night and day, yeah.
Which is cool. Steve, what about your journey? So 13 years grappling.
Mm-hmm.
You have had some huge personal milestones. What do you think your biggest milestones in jiu-jitsu are?
Personally?
Yeah.
I mean, just showing up every week.
Showing up when it's even you don't want to.
Yeah.
Cool. Judo black belt.
Yeah, that was a big one.
It's pretty cool. How was your judo black belt test?
Nerve-wracking.
Yeah. And you're still competing today in that, right? Like you still go to competitions.
Last March, yeah.
Very cool.
Yeah.
And testing for your jiu-jitsu black belt soon.
Hopefully, yeah. Knock on wood.
Hopefully. I know the person that does the test, so I've got it in for you.
Yeah, is he good?
He's all right. What has been your personal, like, coolest wow moment for yourself in martial arts? That's not Audrey. What's like your personal biggest win?
I'm gonna say it's pretty much Audrey.
It's hard when you have such a successful.
Yeah, and just to share this with her is amazing. Like I love that we can do that. But it's been this many years, and from jiu-jitsu to wrestling, like that's my favorite. I love that.
Cool. So what about personal accomplishments?
Well, the judo black belt was huge. That was didn't really see that coming.
Yeah.
And oh man.
Was it weird to, like, what did you think about black belts when you started martial arts? Were you like, yeah, I'm going to be one day?
No, God, no. I still don't think that. I don't. It never crossed my mind.
Yeah. So do you have, I hate throwing this term out there because I don't want to put it on anyone, but like imposter syndrome? Like,
oh, yeah.
I am one, but I don't feel like one yet. Or have you truly stepped into it?
No, definitely not. Yeah, complete imposter syndrome. Like even like I feel, so I teach teens and adults Mondays.
Yeah.
And like even then I'm like, what am I doing? Like why am I coaching?
Hope these 14-year-olds don't call me a fraud.
Yeah, totally. Yeah, I'm like, what am I doing? But honestly, you've
been teaching for me for a long. When did you start? What rank were you when you started teaching kids?
Blue belt, probably.
And you're probably helping out with adult classes.
Yeah.
Here and there too.
Yeah.
So think about how much better you are as a coach.
Oh my God.
From a blue belt.
Yeah.
Where but you probably also felt. Do you think you felt more confident now than you were a blue belt, or do you think it's kind of like the same, just different?
Yeah, same. Yeah, same but different.
Because I don't even feel like I know a lot more than when I started coaching.
Yeah.
But you're still just like, there's still so much to learn.
There's so much. And honestly, that's one of the reasons I still compete. Well, one, because I think it makes you better.
Yeah.
And I love like getting out of the comfort zone and stuff like that. Like I think everybody should compete, but it also makes me like I can bring that back as direct experience to the people I coach. I can be like, this worked for me. This didn't work for me. Like,
and now you're coaching not just jiu-jitsu at my school, but you're coaching high school wrestling.
Yeah, this past season. Yeah.
Coach Steve, double Coach Steve.
It was awesome.
Yeah. How's that been?
Oh my God, I had the time of my life.
Have you seen your wrestling game go up just like being a coach and being in the high school room?
Oh my God, yeah. I brought all that from because we were in the room every day with her, which was amazing.
Yeah.
And I brought all that back to what I teach on Monday because it was takedown focused.
Yeah.
And like I went from, single leg, double leg, basic dude to like ducks and shucks and like it was awesome. Yeah. It changed my wrestling completely.
Nice. Not a lot of people, not a lot of like kid-parent relationships, child-parent relationships. Do the kids get to do the activity at the same level as the parents, and then like the parents actually even do it?
Mm-hmm.
Audrey, do you have like a lot of friends in school where like their dads are on the mat, they're grappling with them, or even if jiu-jitsu is not their sport, maybe like their sport's football, like your parents not there playing football with you, like tackle. Tell me about that. Like, has it been good? Has it been cool? Is it interesting? Is it empowering? Like, what is that like? Because not a lot of people, like, very rarely does someone actually have that experience.
Yeah, I guess I haven't really thought about that. Like, in terms of, like, whether people around me have the same experience. But I think it's been really awesome. I mean, for jiu-jitsu, it brought me into the sport, for one, which is great. But then also just, like, when, the sport's hard, when times would get stressful or, like, before tournaments, it was really, really helpful to have my dad there. And I'm sure that a coach who I wasn't related to would also help me. But it's nice to have someone that you know. And then for wrestling, it's just been amazing to have him as a coach because, you know, we can grapple at home. And it's also just nice, again, to just have someone you know. And I know that whatever I do, he'll always be proud of me, which is nice.
How's it been sharing the mat with your daughter?
Oh my, it's been a gift. Oh my God. Amazing.
Do you think it's given you a stronger relationship than if you wouldn't have had it?
Absolutely. Yeah. To share that, to talk about it. Like, even like this weekend watching the Olympic trials and stuff like that. Like, we get to just even talking about it, like in passing, as opposed to like not having anything, you know? Like,
yeah. So when you guys are grappling, who wins?
He lets me win.
Has she caught you yet? Like legit straight up caught you?
I think probably a takedown, probably your...
Dude, there's going to be a day.
Oh my God, yeah.
I can't wait for it.
Oh
Or
my
she
God.
just like legit catches you.
She
And
disappears.
even better than wrestling I can't wait till she just catches you in jiu-jitsu and she just like has you in full armbar extension or just like super deep choke that you didn't just let her get in position and like finish it.
Oh, for
like
sure.
She catches you good.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
Just be, break it.
Do you grapple your dad harder than you do your teammates?
Yeah. Yeah, I probably do.
Do you go like straight murder mode on him? Like,
Well, I don't know. I don't feel like I get more competitive with him. I just like, it feels better when I win.
want to beat him?
Yeah.
Do you think it takes it extra easy on you? Or do you think he's tougher on you?
I think compared to other adults, he's definitely easier on me. But I think that he's really good at giving me the amount of challenge that I need to get better, while also not, you know, some adults just kind of power through, like not really helpful, but he gives me the right amount of challenge.
Very
so
cool.
that I get a little mad, I want to win, but like not too
It's
bad.
like, it's legit scary grappling with her now because I can't just like let her do stuff.
Yeah. Oh,
like I actually need to fight back because if I don't fight back,
She'll
like
strangle you.
I will die. And do those small forearms, like those chokes get in, it's like piano wire. Does not feel good. It's like me, like I have the most dainty wrists and forearms ever. Like if these suckers get in on a choke,
say goodnight.
it hurts. It's not even the choking part. It's just that it's just a small surface area. Right? It's gonna get scary with how good you are at grappling.
Oh yeah.
Thanks.
For sure. So we talked about peaks. What about pits? How are you talking peaks and pits? What have been some of the most challenging moments you guys had in grappling?
Well, for me, I think it's been when I don't think I'm getting better. I feel like that makes it hard for me to stay motivated because there have definitely been like periods of time where I'm like, I'm just not improving. But
do you feel like you're not improving comparing yourself to yourself, or are you comparing yourself to other people at that point in time?
To myself.
Okay. So you're like, I'm not getting better compared to how I was 6 months ago.
Yeah.
Okay.
Which I know isn't true, but sometimes it's hard for me to recognize that I am improving.
Yeah.
And so I feel like I'm still working on that. So.
Steve, does that go away?
No. Never.
What's been one of your biggest challenges? I feel like as we get older, it's like just nagging injuries and stuff like that. Like, you know, little pains and stuff. But
it's funny. I was just talking to my wife about that.
Yeah.
Like this week, like knowing like the body's like, hey man, maybe take tonight off.
Are you like me where like in general you feel fine and then one of your buddies who doesn't grapple is like, yeah, my elbow hurts. And you're like, shit, my elbow hurts too. so does my back and my shoulder. Like you don't really, it's so like normalized. You don't really notice it until someone else is like, man, my knee hurts. And you're like, I forgot about my bum knee.
Totally. We come like dead to it. Yeah.
But yeah, any other pits that you've had?
Oh man. I mean, there was the injury. The infamous...
Oh, dude, podcast. We are gonna. I would put a photo in this clip. Maybe we will, but Instagram's gonna blur it out, and then you have to click on like accept.
Yeah.
But were you sprawling? Like you sprawled, you kicked your foot back, and you just like
I rolled over. Yeah, I was with Joe Benson.
Yeah, man, it was like a cartoon.
Yeah.
I wish I was there. I definitely would have thrown up. But your toe dislocated, and apparently it's common when you have your big toe dislocate, it breaks through the skin.
Yeah. Yep.
And it looked like someone sent me a picture and like, Steve dislocated his toe. I was like, hey, he's fine. And then like 2 seconds later, the picture came through and I was like, oh my God.
Yeah.
Because it was like, for one, I didn't know bone was that white. I didn't know blood.
know.
I didn't know blood was that red. And I didn't
Right?
know when skin tears, it looks like that.
Yeah. It looked fake.
Yeah. But, 2 hours later, you were fine. They just popped that sucker back in, stitched it up, and said,
Literally.
peace out.
Yeah. Yep.
Oh, man.
They called the surgeon in from his daughter's like softball game, and he's like, we could put you into surgery. I could do it right here. I'm like, let's do it right here. And he just went,
Man. So injuries happen.
yeah.
A lot of people, they would have something like that happen and just be like, yeah, I'm done. How'd you push through that? Are you scared to like plant off that foot now?
No, not at all.
Okay.
Like, yeah. I just, I don't know. I never thought to like not keep going.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I mean, to me, that's like the black belt attitude. Like, hey, nothing's going to stop me from doing what I love.
Yeah.
We'll find a way around it.
It's the whole thing of like, Ed had that great speech when he got promoted recently. Like other people have said it. You got to love the process.
Yeah.
If you don't love the process, you're not going to do it. Like, it's not about outcomes. It's not about awards or tournaments. It's like, you just got to love what you're doing. And if you love what you're doing, you just keep showing up and doing it. And that's, through injury, through disappointment, just keep showing up.
Yeah. How do you guys, speaking of process, how have you balanced this all over the years? Right? Like, you have your job, you're coaching at my gym, you're coaching high school wrestling in the winter, you're doing your own training at a very high level. Like, you're training multiple nights a week yourself, multiple classes in a night. Audrey, have like grappled through whatever. Like, you've been on National Honor Society, right? You're just like
National All-American.
National All-American.
Academic All-American. Sorry.
Yeah, Dad, stop that.
Just bragging.
We were just talking before. You have 2 AP classes coming up, and you're at, what are you, sophomore?
Mm-hmm.
That's like unheard of when I was in school.
She has
like,
college credit already.
That's insane.
Freshman.
Like, do you have to even go to college? You just have enough
I know.
credits to graduate by the time you're done with high school. But I mean, you're not both just like average people, right? You have a lot of stuff going on, and you're what I would consider high performers, always striving for more, always pushing to challenge yourself in a lot of different areas. How have you guys balanced that all? Not just being able to do everything, but also being able to prioritize yourselves as a family, because you have a brother too. You also have a mom that have their own things. What's your trick? What do you do?
Well,
like, what's your trick for other teenagers out there that like, man, I want to do more, but there's just not enough hours in the day?
Well, I would say as a teenager, one of my main focuses is school. And so I feel like if you're able to, I feel like school isn't so bad if you're paying attention, if you're focused on it, if you're really trying, because I feel like understanding what's going on has helped me, because then that gives me like my homework's easier. I'm spending less time that I need to study. Then I can have more time to train. So I feel like honestly paying attention in school and time management, doing your homework right away has been helpful.
How do you like to manage your time? Do you like prioritize it? Do you have like a little like diary calendar-y thing? Assignment notebook? We had assignment notebooks.
Yeah, we have those.
Okay.
Yeah, I just have a little notebook of everything I need to do for the day. And yeah, once I get home from school, I just try to get it done as much as I can. But I feel like I also am able to recognize if something's too much. Like if I need to push a homework back a day.
Like doing jiu-jitsu and judo during wrestling season and trying
Yeah.
to make it to not just all of your wrestling practices, but 4 or 5 additional grappling classes a week. You're just like, I need to slow it down.
Yeah, that was an example of that. Yep.
Very cool. Steve, what about like balancing the family and family demands? I know your son Eli has his own stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Shannon has her stuff going on.
Yeah.
How do you guys, with all this going on, how do you guys still find the family time?
Well, it's interesting. Like, it comes down to a schedule, kind of. You know what I mean? Like, so like Wednesday is family night. Like that is sacred. Like
Dude, that's my date night too.
there you go.
Very cool. Every Wednesday.
Yeah, nothing touches Wednesday. You can't touch Wednesday. Nobody gets Wednesday but the family. Like, so that's something like you can always gravitate towards.
Do you guys have something like you like doing every Wednesday? Is it like a family dinner at the table?
Yep.
Or okay.
Family dinner is the bare minimum.
And you guys grapple for dishes duties.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm always doing dishes.
I was gonna be like,
You know,
Steve's always on it.
I get beat up.
Okay, so Wednesdays is like your thing.
Yeah, so that's sacred. No one touches that. And then it's nice having like, so like you said, like we do grapple the majority of the week we're at the gym.
Yeah.
So it's nice having like that set. So I'm going to go like these days, but also knowing that there's flexibility. Like something that actually, I think you said a long time ago, and I think you learned it from your mentor. It's like, if you say to yourself, I have to do this every day, right? Then if you skip a day, then you're like, oh my God. And then you go all the way back. So if you say to yourself, like more often than not, I'm going to do it.
That is one of my favorite sayings.
I love that. I've taken that to heart. So like more often than not, I'm at the gym. But if I'm not,
then you're not. I'm not. Still tomorrow.
Things happen.
Yeah. Very cool. I'm glad I actually say some stuff that sounds smart every once in a while.
Yeah, I think about that all
every once in a while I say something
more often
good.
than you think.
Oh man. All right. I got some rapid fire questions, but anything else you want to share about your journey? The exciting stuff. You want to guys grapple right there?
Yeah,
Yes.
let's go.
I'm ready to go.
First takedown wins.
On the
I'm ready to
podcast.
go.
All right,
No.
here we go. I'm going to ask you both of these, and no looking at each other because I don't want you to influence each other's answers. I'm just kidding.
Okay.
All right. Remember, I always do have someone who's my favorite. I'm not going to tell you who my favorite is, though. So, first question: Jiu-Jitsu, Judo, or wrestling?
Wrestling.
Steve, you're my favorite. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I wrestled for a very long time. I appreciate that answer. There's no wrong answer here.
For me, I can't pick.
What is like
picking.
No, you can pick whatever you want. Which one's your favorite right now? What season are you in enjoying the most?
Right now, I'm enjoying no-gi jiu-jitsu.
No-gi jiu-jitsu.
Yeah.
Cool. That was my next question. Was actually going to be gi or no-gi?
I like no-gi.
No-gi?
Yeah.
No-gi. Yeah.
No-gi? Cool. Why? Why do you like it right now?
I like because
you just got out of wrestling season. And you try to see how you're wrestling.
Yeah,
Good.
it's the closest to wrestling.
Very cool. If you could train with any athlete ever, dead or alive, who would it be?
Well, I mean, I've been influenced by watching the Olympic trials. So
That's cool.
So one woman I've looked up to, not just because she has my name, but Audrey Jimenez. She's a 4-time state champ. One of the times that she won was boys state champ. She's in the Olympic trials finals right now, and she's only 18. And
badass.
yeah, I know. I think she's pretty cool. We saw her earlier this year at a tournament called Who's Number One.
She is.
She is number one.
Yeah.
She
They
did
named
win
it
that
after
one.
her.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's like the two number 1 or number 2 ranked athletes.
Cool.
They wrestle each other. She won so fast that she started doing sprints after she won.
Yeah.
So,
In the gym, she was just sprinting.
She's insane.
Because the match wasn't enough to like
Yeah.
warm
Yeah.
her up and get
Oh
her
my
workout
God.
in.
Yeah,
for the
like she
weekend.
wasn't tired.
She's amazing.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
So she's cool.
Steve, who out of everyone, who would your number one person to train with be? In anything. It could be jiu-jitsu, judo, wrestling, no-gi, gi, someone that you want to play ice curling against. I don't care.
No, I mean, Cale Sanderson, I think.
Cale Sanderson.
Yeah.
Dude. Why?
Just, I'm like,
Legend.
he's
Wrestling
a legend.
legend.
Yeah, what he did in his own right, and then like what he's doing for wrestling now at Penn State. And I really admire. I actually talked to Coach Greg about this Roloff quite a bit,
Yeah.
because he has a similar mindset to what Cale is doing, I think, at Penn State in terms of like kind of changing the game in terms of like focus on mentality, focus on being calm, being present.
Yeah.
Like you see his wrestlers, like they are never in a bad position because they act like everything is like, I meant to be here and I'll get out of it.
Yeah.
Like they wrestle position. And that's a beautiful thing. Like I love how he's kind of turning wrestling on its ear.
That's cool. Next question. Best advice for families looking to get started in jiu-jitsu. Like you guys do it together.
Have fun. Like,
okay.
Don't make it a big deal. Like, don't force it. Don't like, we were just talking about this actually, because we go to a lot of tournaments. Audrey's got so many tournaments, and you see some of those parents on the sidelines who are like just screaming at their kids, man. Like, just have fun.
I've only seen Steve ever go dad mode like once.
Really?
It wasn't screaming at a tournament, but I've seen Steve go dad mode like once. It's scary. Scary.
I try to reserve it. It takes a lot to get
Audrey,
out.
what's your best advice for families?
For families, I mean, yeah, I might have to say the same thing. I feel like, at the end of the day, jiu-jitsu is a game. Like, you know, Dad always says that to me. It's never that deep. It shouldn't, make any fights happen. Like, I feel like sometimes training partners can get mad at each other for one winning or the other, but it's just not that deep, I feel like.
Yeah. Audrey, what advice would you give teens looking to get involved with grappling?
Well, the first I would say is that you shouldn't care too much about losing. So I feel like, as a teenager, like if you're coming into a new sport, there's going to be people that are better than you. I mean, there'll always be people that are better than you. And I feel like when I used to be in the Monday teens classes, a lot of the new teens they'd be mad if they'd get beaten. I've seen adults do the same thing. So
shocking.
Not my dad, but other people. And so I feel like if you can just accept that you're never going to be the best, then you can just have so much more fun with it.
Yeah. Steve, what advice do you have for adults looking to get started?
I jump in to the deep end. Just do it. Like,
give it a shot.
Yeah. I've heard, like, I've talked to, even the last few weeks, I've talked to people who are interested in, like, oh, I got to get in shape, or like, oh, I got to do this or that. Like, just do it. Just jump in.
Yeah. Love it. What is your current big goal in grappling? Like, what do you have your eyes set on?
Well, I want to win state for wrestling.
This next year?
Sure.
Sweet.
Whenever.
Whatever.
I mean,
cool.
I feel like, yeah. And then also for freestyle, I'm getting much more into freestyle now, which is just the style of wrestling that women usually do when they're in college.
Yeah.
And so I'm trying to compete at Fargo this summer, which is a big national tournament. And so I'm hoping that at some point in my high school career that I'll All-American or,
Sweet.
Even place higher.
Cool. Steve, what's your big goal right now in grappling?
Get the black belt.
Get the black belt.
Yeah.
What's after black belt? Like, you get it, great. Because that's a for sure. Like, unless you get hit by a bus, like, or a train or whatever, like, you will get your black belt. What next?
Then it'd be like passing it on, like just coaching more and like giving back. Like I've gotten so much out of jiu-jitsu and judo and wrestling. Like anything I can give back. I don't think I could spend the rest of my life, and I don't think I'd give it back enough.
Cool. I love it. Next one, last one. What's your next big goal in just like outside of grappling life?
See, I knew you'd ask this, and I didn't know.
I want to know, like, what a 16, 17-year-old girl's big goal is.
I don't think I have one singular big goal. I think
Give me your favorite one.
Well, it's so cliche, but I just want to be happy with where I am,
Sweet.
I guess. And I feel like I know myself. I always have to stay busy. So if I can be busy doing something I'm passionate about, that would be great. That's it, though.
Steve, what's your big life goal?
Oh man, I don't know. We were talking about this on the ride down. Like it's going to be navigating the next couple of years as the kids wrap up high school and go to college. Like trying to maintain the relationships.
You finally have house parties again without worrying about waking the kids up.
Travel. No. just maintaining the relationships we've built and like
Cool.
maintaining that, the strength of communication as the kids move on and see what happens next. It's a weird thing. It's like, I know many people have gone through it, obviously, but it's new to us, and we're going to have to navigate those waters.
There's always new stuff
Yeah.
that you wish you've been through it before so you know how to handle it, but
Yeah.
you can't go through it until you've gone through it.
Yeah. It's just, like growing up, people can tell you what to do and give you advice, but you kind of just have to go through it yourself.
Yeah. Learn it on your own.
Yeah.
Well, it was great having both of you. Two of my favorite students. I do like one of you more than the other. I'm just not going to tell you which one.
I can take a guess.
Yeah, you can. Anyways, any last tidbits you like to share with the Inside the Wave audience?
What do you got?
Go grapple.
Go grapple. Words of wisdom. Just do it.
Yeah, dive in and honestly, like just keep showing up, and you got to love the process.
Words for parents looking to enroll their kids.
Oh my God, greatest gift ever. Yeah, you have the kids do it, and then if you can do it with them, oh my God, it's something you have for forever, for life. It will, like you said, like you're not out there on the gridiron playing football. You know what I mean?
For sure.
Or basketball, yeah, maybe, but not at this level. Like,
Yeah.
it's pretty cool to see.
Audrey, we have a lot of kids in martial arts that started when they were your age, all the way up to your age. We have a lot of their parents that haven't decided to step on the mats yet. What message would you leave them with?
The kids?
No, the parents.
Oh.
You're like, I'm coming for you.
No. I would say that being able to have my dad on the mats with me has probably made me stay in the sport and probably has made me join wrestling. Like, it's been a big part of it because, I don't know, just being able to do sports with your family is, like you said, it's super unique and it's really fun. So if a parent is on the fence about it, I think you might as well just do it. I mean, it won't be bad. Like, it would never hurt anything. Just do it.
Give it a shot for yourself.
Yeah.
For your kid.
Mm-hmm.
For your family. Cool. Well, I appreciate both of you. Thank you for tuning in. If you guys would like to ever meet Steve and Audrey, stop by Utopia. They are always there. I couldn't get rid of them if I wanted to. If you are listening, give me 5 stars. Otherwise, we will not be friends anymore. And catch us on the next episode. Thanks.
Awesome. Thank you.